I just want to review and emphasize some of those best practices for using EdPuzzle to create content for your classes. First of all, I'm just going to highlight this every single time I do a video where we're doing anything that's content creation. Make sure that you align with your standards. Your job as a teacher is to convey the content of South Carolina's standards so that your students are ready for assessments, higher learning, and meet the South Carolina expectations for a high school graduate. So those are your job. That's your job. Make sure that whatever you create aligns with standards. Do not just put a video out there that you don't know for certain is aligning with the standard that you're teaching. Second best practice, shorter is better. You need to think 5 minutes or less. Statistics, or not statistics, but research will show that students will not watch videos fully once they are much over 5 minutes. So if you have 15 minutes worth of content that you need to show in a video, I would suggest creating 3 5-minute videos rather than one 15-minute video. It is much more likely to be watched and the content learned by your students. Best practice suggestion number 3, move up Bloom's triangle or pyramid of technology. Do not let every question that you ask in your EdPuzzle assignment that you create just be a knowledge level question, just recalling what they have just heard. Move up to understanding. That's what you're assessing. Are they understanding it? Can they apply it? It'd be really nice if we could get up to, can they do some analysis on it? Can they synthesize it? Can they evaluate its value and tell when it might be used in other areas of their academic life or in their real life as professionals when they are no longer with us but are in the world? Some more best practices. EdPuzzle is not a time filler. If you need to fill in time, your job as a teacher is to give them something that is useful for them, again, aligned to your standards. But EdPuzzle is not something just to fill in time in your classes. So if you have a day where you need to grade, that needs to be done during your planning period, and you don't just give 30 different EdPuzzle assignments during a class period so that your students are busy but are not really learning. EdPuzzle is a review tool. It can be used to review content that you have taught in your classes and make sure that your students are prepared for an assessment that is coming up. EdPuzzle can be a content delivery tool. If you teach with a flipped classroom model and you are creating your own videos to teach your students content, EdPuzzle is a great repository of where to house those videos and also to add some questions in to check for understanding as a teacher. It's also a great place to, or a great way to help students make up time that they have missed in your classroom. You've got some videos created and students were out. Using those videos to cover material that they missed while you're out is a great way to use EdPuzzle. It's great to check for understanding. If you have just taught something, then you can put in a short video, again 5 minutes or less, that reviews what you have just taught and has some questions in there that are key questions that you have designed as a teacher to check that they have understood the content. And then finally, it is extra support. You've got a student that just didn't get what you taught the first time around. Have some extra videos in there that you have found that are quality videos that are aligned with your standards, that you have found them on EdPuzzle, or that you found them in EdPuzzle's content, or that you have pulled over from YouTube and created your own questions so that you're giving extra support to those students who may not have understood what they were taught the first time and just need that extra piece of support, that extra scaffolding to make sure that they understand your lessons.